Hi everybody, it's Kirsten and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to attempt to make a doormat using a tutorial that I found on YouTube. Specifically, I want to try to make a doormat that has the print of the carpet from The Shining on it. Now I've looked online and I cannot find a doormat exactly like the one that I want. So today I am going to try to make my own. So I'm going to turn you around. I've got here all of my stuff that the lady told me to get. So I have a coir doormat, which coir is just like this weird grass stuff. And then I have Rust-Oleum paint in the 3 colors that I need. And then I have scissors. Oh, I've got a bunch of cardboard over here. I've got a mat that I don't care what happens to it because I'm pretty sure that my apartment would get really mad at me if I destroyed the pavement out here. But yeah, so let's try it. Okay, so I have adjusted you guys just a little bit so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So I have some blue painter's tape here. Sorry, I am wearing my sunglasses because it's very bright outside right now. So I have my painter's tape, and what I'm going to do right now, because I am too lazy to make a stencil, is I'm going to attempt to mark off the places that I don't want to paint yet. I've decided that I'm going to go in with the brown first. This might be really not a great way to do it, but I'm not totally sure because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go in with the darkest color first. And some of you who've worked with spray paint at home before are probably screaming at me. No, don't do that, but I'm going to do it. So we're just going to see how it works. I'm going to mark off the places that I don't want dark brown. So, and I may have to go back inside and get a ruler real quick. We'll see. We'll try not to. I'm giving up on the painter's tape. I have come back inside and I am going to try to make a stencil, which is probably what I should have done in the first place. So also my phone was overheating, and also I was kind of overheating trying to do all of that outside. So I'm going to make a stencil, and then we're going to take it outside once it is time to start using the spray paint. Okay, so as you can see, I am now much closer to having together a stencil than I once was. So a thing that I figured out, first of all, is that you definitely want to use a ruler. Really measure your tape. That is going to help so much. So I figured out that the rough dimensions of the lines that I needed to make were, okay, so I did 3 inches down here on the bottom, okay, and that's that's the long kind of stem thing here, and then for the hexagon, 2 inches on each side, and then you're going to want to line up, can you see this? You have to line up those corners, and it does take a little bit of peeling and replacing to get the angles exactly right. Keep in mind that you do want all of these to be parallel, obviously, because that is how geometry works. And then these are also going to be parallel with your stem down here at the bottom. So I'm going to try to, well, then I also outlined it with my marker. And so I'm going to peel this up, and then I'm going to try to put down more tape. So. sure that some of you are wondering why we stopped here with this, and that is because this is actually known as a tessellating shape. These parts right here are also going to be, this part right here, in a second hexagon shape. So I'll just show you that because it's a little bit difficult to explain, but I think it'll make sense if I show you. Okay, so because this thing up here, the side is 2 inches, so we're just gonna go down straight 2 inches. I guess I actually could have done that on here with the tape on here, but I didn't. So there's that. And I'm actually using the sort of divots in the cardboard as a guide here. So now I have successfully cut out my stencils, and so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this blue painter's tape and I'm going to go around the edges of all of my stencils just to make sure that they're nice and clean and don't have any of this weird gooby cardboard stuff hanging off of them. So I went ahead and just did the rest of them off of camera. So remember when I said that it doesn't have to be perfect? Well, I sure hope that that's right, because that is, that's the hexagon that's supposed to go in the middle, and it is difficult to tell at this angle, but it is not equal on every side. Definitely not. This is not gonna have a very manufactured look to it. It's definitely going to look handmade, but that's okay. I think that's fine. I don't have anything that I could trace that is this shape, so that's a little bit of a bummer, but it's gonna be okay. I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna look great, I hope. So let's go ahead and go outside where I have my spray paints and my doormat waiting. Let's try it. I think that the best way for me to go about doing this is to actually take and do, because of the way that I made this stencil is not honestly great, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the entire thing, and I may regret this, I'm going to do the entire thing orange first. So yeah, orange is the lightest color. I think it's not going to take very much to cover this already pretty orangey matte, so let's try that. Okay, and when I was watching the tutorial, which I will link down below in the description, she did say that you need to get relatively close. Now I am in open air, so she said you do need to get relatively close and spray relatively top down. That is really orange. Wow. This is going to be our dark brown. And I'm just going to put this right here. And because we actually, because of the way that we did, no, yeah, I will. I'll need this. I was going to put on gloves and I didn't, and now I'm not going to. So, you know, sometimes you just got to do it. You just got to do it. And I am going to use this right here just so that I am sure that we don't get any of the extra overlap business here. Although I'm pretty sure that it doesn't really matter because this around here is also going to be brown, but it's fine. Okay. let's see how well the stencil worked. Wow, pretty well. Dang! I am like very pleased with that. That's great. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And again, I would recommend, if you are not me, you should probably, you should use some kind of gloves that I did not use. So, but it's fine. Okay, so that's the part that's going to be brown. Matter of fact, that is the part that we are going to use to make it red. So, I'm just going to lay that down. I'm actually going to lay this down too, just so that we make sure. I'm going to be really crazily impressed if I'm actually able to do this. Okay, and there's that red. I'm also going to be really crazily impressed if I manage to, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, good bless, that is exactly what I needed. Yes, okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm going to be impressed if this dries at all while I'm outside like this, because it is, again, I am in Oklahoma, it is white. I need gloves. I for sure need gloves. I don't know why I didn't see this coming. Don't spray paint your skin, guys. It's not ideal. I'm gonna go get gloves. Okay, so I did just check inside with the Google Home to see what our temperature or what our humidity is like, and it is at 58% here in Oklahoma City. Which it does say to only use this stuff when it is less than 65%. So we are under 65%, but like just barely. So I guess it's probably fine. We're gonna find out. I did get gloves, so that is, I'm being safer than I was before. That's ideal. And this can does say to use it further back than I am using it. However, the woman on YouTube that I'm following along with, she did say that you're going to want to hold it closer than it tells you to. So that is why we are doing this the way that we are doing it. But yeah. Okay, also replace your caps when you're done with your spray paint, because that is giving me some real issues with remembering which can is which. But yeah, this is actually not bad. This is not working out poorly at all, and I am so jazzed. Yeah, if you were going to recreate this at home, I would definitely recommend painting your whole matte orange first, because that is the lightest of the colors. And again, especially if you are using a Quar matte like I am, it's just gonna make it that much easier, because Quar mattes like this are already, God, that thing is, this is so coated in sticky spray paint. It's already pretty orange, so all you have to do is just really brighten that up. I actually suspect you could probably do this without painting it orange first. You could probably just leave it the color that it was, and it would still look pretty rockin'. But I just wanted it to be really, like, truly orange and unmistakable that it is the Carbon from The Shining. Wow, I'm really loving how that looks. And I actually am. Okay, and I don't know if you can see this down here, but I did get some red right here. Whenever you're filling in the red, do leave this here. I did not, that was dumb of me. Leave that there, lay that right, actually put that one down first, then lay that one on top, And so that way you can still get a really nice clean hexagon in the middle there without worrying about the overlap from the red spray paint. And that is how I would do it if I were you. But I'm not you, I'm me. So that's how you should do it if you were me. Okay, so I am just gonna lay this down right here really quickly. I'm gonna cover up where this red is. Oh, this might be very stupid of me. It looks fine. It seems fine. That seems fine to do. Cool. Wow. Yeah, I'm so jazzed that this is working at all. My only hope, yet again, is that I really hope that this dries properly at all because of how high the humidity is in OKC right now. That is causing me a bit of concern. Oh my god, and I can't get this to stop sticking to my gloves because it is so stinking coated in spray paint. Oh my god, just let me place you where I want you and then let go. Ah! Stencil isn't quite complete, so I am trying to kind of finagle this a little bit so that it works. So I am using this bad boy right here to kind of, oh gosh, and again, my angles are not great, so it's gonna be a little bit rough here. It's doable. It's totally doable. But so what I'm doing right now is I'm just going in and filling in that line right there and trying to keep it kind of like as crisp as I can. Because that is how it connects like that. Oh boy, I would have done this differently if I had it all to do over again, but it's okay. It's fine. We're learning. We're crafting together. We're learning what not to do. We're learning how to fix things when we didn't quite get them together correctly to begin with, and it's okay. It's okay. It's not like I'm selling these or anything. This is just for my personal satisfaction and gratification and to show everybody online how to do a fun craft. Alright guys, so it's been about 24 hours. The sun is shining directly in my eyeballs because it is that time of day. I wanted to do this really quickly before I lost too much daylight, but honestly I kind of can't see. So I wanted to show you guys the final product. Alright, so I'm really pleased with how it turned out. I haven't checked it. Oh yeah, it's very dry. It's very dry to the touch. But yeah, so let's go and put it out in front of my front door. I'm so happy. All right, here we are, front door. Great. All right, and my front door is orange, so very orange entryway we've got here right now. But yeah, I am super stoked about how it turned out. I think it's gonna be great. Wow, that actually seems like it's gonna hold up really well too. Man, that is awesome! Okay, turns out that totally works. All right, yeah, cool. All right, guys, well, thank you for going with me on that journey to try to make my own doormat. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think it looks super cool, and it feels like it's gonna be really sturdy and like it's gonna last a long time. So I'm really excited about that. A couple of things that I did learn that I would do differently. First of all, I don't know why I said in the video that I was gonna start with the dark brown. That's dumb. Do not do that. Do your lightest color first, go back in, do your darkest color last. Definitely that is the way to go. Second of all, you have to wear gloves. I tried to not wear gloves. You really don't want spray paint on your hands. It's not cute. It's probably bad for them. So I would definitely wear gloves. Oh, you have to make a stencil. There's no way around it. If you're doing anything more complicated than just stripes, you need a stencil. You want to make sure to measure all of your stuff. If you have an X-Acto knife, my life would have been so much easier if I owned an X-Acto knife. If you can get an X-Acto knife before you do this project, get one. You will never regret it. It'll make your life so much more simple. But yeah, so, I wanted to mention really quickly, because I don't know if I ever actually told you exactly what kind of paint I used. This is the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch 2X Ultra Cover Paint and Primer. So I think that that's the reason that I don't have to use any kind of primer or top coat, is that this already has a primer in it. But yeah, basically that was a really easy craft. I thought was going to be much more complicated than it actually turned out to be. Whenever I started getting into the idea of personalizing a doormat, I didn't expect it to be that easy. I think that anybody could absolutely do this craft. I think that it would make a really excellent gift for like a housewarming, or if your friend is getting married or anything like that. If there is something that you would like to make a doormat say that you might not necessarily be able to find. Or, I mean, gosh, for that matter, those doormats, when they are pre-made, are kind of expensive. I found them for like $50+, but the blank ones are like $10 to $20. I think I got that one for $20 from Ace Hardware, along with all of the spray paint. The craft ended up being like less than $40, and I still have a ton of spray paint left over. So if you wanted to make more than one, I think you could absolutely do that too. But yeah, no, make a stencil, wear gloves, use an X-Acto knife, absolutely put down protection on whatever surface you're gonna spray paint on, because there will be overspray and you don't wanna be on the hook for that, either with your significant other who's going to be mad that you ruined the driveway, or with your apartment complex who will be mad that you ruined your patio. So definitely lay down something before you get to work. If you have some kind of an air mask or a dust mask or something like that, you should probably also wear one of those too. But if you don't, I just worked in open air and it worked just fine. I did get a little bit lightheaded a couple of times, but yeah, just take breaks. But yeah, overall, super easy project. Hope you guys try it. If you do, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to absolutely go check it out. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!